In this video I shall show you how to enter detailed information for an illustration record for our client and partner, the illustration record being as at a particular date, 31st of March 2015. So from the illustration records page I click the View Inputs button, and that should take me to a page where I can enter detailed information for both the client and the partner. Because I've got a joint calculation in the illustration record, both records are there, and I need to click on the expansion button for each of them to see various tabs. So to save space, we don't have them both expanded, but I'm going to enter first of all some salary information for the client. So the name of the employment, probably the company, going to put in £25,000 a year, and it's employed rather than self-employed. Assume it goes up with price inflation, and is starting from the current age, and I'm using the tabbing and the arrow keys to say it's going to come from the current month, and it's going to go up to age 65. So I can actually type 65, that'll do that, and then I tab to go to the next month, and we're going to say December 31st to 2031. And I'm not going to complete the other sections. They're to do with defined contribution pension plans or defined benefit pension plans associated with the employment, but to keep this video short, I'm just going to click the update button now, which will has saved that employment. And I'm also going to put in some regular expenses, which the regular expenses and the date specific expenditure, capital expenditure, are joint. You can only complete them on the client tab. And I could enter lots of records from a standard template, but I'm just going to keep this video short, I'm just going to have a general living expenses record, and I'm going to assume that is £2,000 a month. And I can say from a particular age that it might start reducing. I'm going to put 65, and it will go down to say 85%, and then there'll be a final phase where it might go down even further. I'm going to put things like care home fees separately, so I'm going to choose 80, and I'm going to make that 65%. I'll click the update, and I'm going to add some date specific expenditure, which first of all I'm going to add school fees, if I can type, and I'm going to assume that it's happening from the current age and the current month for the next 10 years, so 59. Let's go back to 59, and I'm going to assume that it goes up with price inflation, and I'm going to assume it's actually paid by direct debit, £150 per month. And I can choose a colour for chart. Let's choose cyan. I click the update. Now I'm going to add, just to show another type of date specific expenditure, care home fees. And I'm going to assume this happens from age 83. Choose the first month there, and I'm assuming that'll carry on until age 100. And I'm going to assume that this is quite a lot. It's very expensive care home, £8,000 a month, so roughly £2,000 a week. And the colour for that, I'm going to have purple. I'm also going to add a couple of capital events. So I'm going to say, well, a new car. I'm going to buy a new car in a couple of years' time, and it's going to cost £15,000 on a replacement car. It's not necessarily brand new. And I'm also going to add, as an element of income, inheritance, which may or may not happen, of course, but just as an example, I'm going to assume that it's £100,000 going up with price inflation, and at age 65. And now that's for the client. I'm going to do something similar for the partner. I'm just going to add an employment, and I'm going to put this at 35,000 a year, and say it's employed, and it's from now until age 60. Oh, and I'm going to give a state pension for each of the two people. So I click update, it automatically puts the state pension date in there. I'm going back to the client and put a state pension amount in, and I'm going to change that to £144 a week. And the next natural thing is to click View Chart of Results. So we hope you've found this short video useful, and please see the next video for View Chart of Results.